Yes. Am I okay? I'm fine. So, chat, here's what happened, okay? It's 1 in the morning. I'm playing video games with my friend. And I call Uber Eats. I go outside. I pick up my food. Easy. You know what I'm saying, chat? I finish playing the game. She hops off and goes to bed. I'm sitting on my PC procrastinating, which is pretty usual. You know, like I'm like browsing. I don't know. Think of content ideas for stream. My doorbell rings at 1 in the morning to my apartment. Who is ringing a doorbell at 1 in the effing morning? I don't know. So tell them like, haha, ding dong ditchers happens to the best of us. You know what I'm saying? And guys, 10 minutes later, the bell rings again at 1 in the morning. And I am locked into my apartment. There is no escape. It is a dead end. So chat, I've never once done anything. I call my friend up on the phone and I'm just like, okay, I'm calling you to be safe. And they're like, no, you idiot, call the cops. So I call the cops and they're like, hello, what's your address? And I'm like, there's someone ringing my doorbell. And they're like, okay. And I'm like, no, you don't understand. I'm afraid because there are crazy people out there and I do content online. And thankfully I didn't say I'm an adult entertainer online because I said in the past, and sorry, and it got me a lot of weird looks. I locked in on that one, okay? But she's like, okay, got it. We'll have someone dispatched to your place, okay? And then hung up. I have to stand there in my apartment for 20 minutes waiting for the cops to show up. And here's the thing, chat. She asked me on the call, she's like, when's the last time they rang your doorbell? Bro, the person was ringing my doorbell mid 911 call. This was legitimately a horror movie moment. Bro, I'm gonna open the front door and bro would be like, what's up? And then like shoot me. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, okay, well here's the thing. They're gonna be gone, right? Because I'm sitting there for 20 minutes. Not another doorbell ring happens. As I'm standing out there, waiting, I see a flashlight through the front door or whatever the freak, little glass. And I'm like, okay, cops are here. I open the door, chat. There's a cop in front of me, and there's a human being with another cop right behind him. The person looks at me, locks in, smiles very bigly, and he like puts his hand in the air like, I knew it. Like that type of deal. And I'm like, Chad, you already know what I'm thinking. I'm like, bro, I'm getting tier forward. I'm actually getting tier forward, okay? And here's the thing. The cop says, he said he's looking for his friend Emily. How long have you been here? And I'm like, I've been living here for like a little bit now. Like I didn't move in yesterday. And he's like, okay, do you know an Emily? Is there anyone else in there? I'm like, does it look like there's anyone else in here? Cause like, chat, keep in mind, it's like 1, 2 in the morning. My hair looks like a rat lives in it. And I am a small, homeless-looking individual. Nothing on chat. I'm just cooked. I'm so cooked, right? Does it look like anybody's living with me? Bro's like, oh yeah. Okay, I get it. And I'm like, who is this person? Are they from like out of the area? Are they from over here? Like, no, they're a local. But it appears that they're living from their car. And I'm like, it's a tier 4. It's over for me. Bro's gonna post my IPN online. Like, I'm just like, I thought it was over for me, right? I realized something in that moment when the cop walks out. He's like, do you want to criminally trespass them? And I'm like, I don't know what the frick that means, but if it helps, let's do it. And he's like, if the guy shows up again, he'll get arrested. I'm like, what about now? Dude, what about today? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I told the cop, I'm like, listen, okay, there are a lot of people online. One time my friend had someone peek through their window. The next day they showed up with a sledgehammer. I'm referencing someone we may know, okay? And I'm like, do not let this man walk. Do not let him free. But as I saw the guy and the cop goes out to give him the trespass thingy, I go inside and I remember something, chat. I had ordered Uber Eats. And then I made another mental connection. I had gone outside and picked up my Uber Eats. And then I made another mental connection. The same car that had its lights on out front was the same car that still had its lights on out front. So the situation became very interesting because the cop would not tell me the person's name. I walked up and I show him my phone. I'm like, is this our person? Like I'm playing effing Guess Who. And the cop's like surprised, like, oh, that makes a lot of sense. My Uber driver chat, it was not a crazy like stalker online. My Uber Eats guy was stalking me. He put my food out, watched me come outside, pick up my food and bring it in. He could have effing nabbed me like a catfishing. Chat, the worm was my food, my General Tso's chicken, and then the fish was me. It could have happened, right? And he watched me go back inside, stared at the door for another 10 minutes. 10 minutes! and then decided to ring the doorbell and sit there for an hour ringing my apartment doorbell. But now I'm getting stalked IRL. So the guy got trespassed. I felt a little bit better because that, and then also I went to bed, chat. I slept kind of all right. I'm a little bit off today, but like that was freaky. So yeah. Anyway, the note, chat, is make sure your Uber Eats profile picture is really ugly. Otherwise, they'll probably send a car gooning to you pick up food. Like I don't know, bro.
Please tell me you told Uber support.
No, I forgot. Chat, what if I order food and it says this is like Ricardo Milos is picking up your food again? Like chat, it'll be so over. What? And never in my 9 lives, dude. Like I was geeking so hard. So I've never had to call the cops before like that. But yeah, I don't know. A really weird situation. Bro wanted your food so bad. Wait a second. He could have done anything to the food. Yeah, okay, well, I didn't eat much of it, so maybe I'm just gonna, like, throw the rest of it away, I guess. That makes the second time I got creeped on IRL, so that's good, but, yeah. Chat, should I just move apartments again?
You're okay.
You know what I do, chat? I want one of you guys to move into my old apartment. I'm gonna move out. The dude's gonna come knocking, and you open the door, and you're like a 6'4" Discord moderator. You have a katana fedora, and you say, "Hello, kitten. I'm glad you found my profile picture. Please step in." You get him to walk into the house, and you slowly close the door behind him. And as the door closes, you whisper into his ear, "Let me run you through a hypothetical."
Filian.
And that's it, chat. And you just do that. GG's, boys. GG's. Anyway, okay, chat. So that's me. That was my night. Yeah, I don't know.
Sort of things from happening more.
Yeah, well, chat. Turns out being a woman is kind of a low tier option sometimes. Alright, chat, it's been a good stream. I'm gonna end it now. See you tomorrow!